Thanks for all the birthday wishes and overall vibe of love and support. Here's a video I made of some disconnected and rambly thoughts I've had of late inspired by a recent drive. Like a concerto, this video is brought to you in 3 parts. Part 1. Driving. In August I hit 3 years of driving a Mazda Miata in one form or another, and some 25,000 miles of driving an impractical convertible gives you a certain amount of perspective, and here are some of my thoughts on the matter. I believe the true test of one's patience is found when you try to drive to Salt Lake in peak traffic hours in a small car with a manual transmission. There's little around this if you need to get somewhere when other people also need to get there, which is always. Stop and go traffic doesn't care who you are or what you drive, it will find you. I used to commute to Salt Lake a couple times a week. I did my best to avoid traffic, but traffic on northbound I-15 towards Salt Lake City, like death and taxes, is inevitable. Yet somehow amidst the stalled out chaos, I still feel a great deal of freedom and bliss when I'm in my car, in traffic or otherwise. For me, this has been especially true of a convertible. You're not just along for the ride, you're part of it. When you see the faces of other drivers or you observe the way people drive angry, it seems as though they are not enjoying the ride quite as much as me. This is not to say you have to love driving or commuting or traffic, but there is something to be said for taking a second to appreciate the comforts to which we have all grown accustomed to having and to which I feel we frequently take for granted. Part 2. Love. As someone who has spent most of his life single, love has evolved to mean many things. Love for friends and family, love for experiences and challenges, love for life in all its messy and unpredictable highs and lows, perhaps most difficult, love for oneself. In my present reality, I'm usually happy and I rarely get bored. Things are, as far as I can tell, where they need to be. But I am content because I know this isn't the end. There is more to learn and see and do, and there is more beyond what I can plan for now. There has been love, I can feel love now, and there will still be love in the future. Part 3. Meaning. I've been thinking a lot about goals and where I want to end up, and I'm trying to simplify my life a little. I usually have a list of short-term and long-term goals, but the long-term goals can be summarized as such: to be more Christ-like. This is a simplification of a complex process of learning and growing and becoming. It's a lifelong pursuit, and I find the older I get, the more important it becomes. I think we often get caught up in work or school or whatever else and forget to appreciate the world and those who live in it. Finding purpose and meaning takes a backseat to making it through the week. For me, taking a second to think about the Savior and what He would do helps me broaden my perspective and appreciate everything a little bit more. Enduring the week is important, but enduring it well is important too. So enjoy the journey, however slow, however fast, however long it may feel. Trust someone on the wrong side of 26. Life can go by quick if you don't take a second to pause and reflect. Well, today's rant is brought to you by Impractical 2-seater convertibles. Impractical 2-seater convertibles, always the answer.